it is. Happy October 1st. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Sarah. I'm so happy that you are here. We have a lot to do today, so I'm gonna talk and get ready with you at the same time. But I have some updates. I got these little clips. I don't have these baby ones, but usually I just like clip it up like this. But I feel like I kind of want to do something different. Like, I look like I'm 4 here. This isn't how I'm gonna wear my hair, but since I'm doing my skincare and my makeup, this will be fine. So let's catch up. I'm gonna start with like the business stuff. If you don't know, I own a cookie company. It's a healthier cookie company, or better for you snacks. So everything we create is gluten-free, vegan, obviously dairy-free. There's no refined sugars or anything like that in any of our products. Everyday Eats is going so well. I am genuinely needing to take seconds away to reflect on the success we were able to do. I think when you're an entrepreneur, you always want next, and better. But I think it's really just as important to just take like a millisecond to just be like, holy crap, a year ago, we didn't even have an official trademark, you know? And I think coming so far, it just feels really good. And I'm really proud of, let me get my ring light because this clearly is not working. Being an entrepreneur, it's hard. It's a lot of work. I wouldn't trade it for the world because I am just so excited for where Everyday Eats is going. And I am just so happy. We are now in 8 stores. We're gonna get in our 9th hopefully soon, depending on just when that store is opening. But it's just been amazing, and I'm working really hard. I've never worked harder in my whole life. I've never been so busy, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I love it. I love never knowing what's gonna come, what's next, and what my day's gonna look like. Yes, I have some sort of structure, but if I'm being honest, I could think I'm gonna be able to do one thing and then it completely swaps and I'm doing something just completely outside of what I anticipated wanting to do that day. But that's okay. There's absolutely no free time right now with baking because I'm actually going to Mexico City with a friend of mine. But because it's just me baking, I need to make sure that I prep for while I'm gone. And I also do all the deliveries, so I have to make sure I just schedule all of that and just coordinate with everyone that's either gonna do the deliveries, or if the coffee shop or store that I sell to wants to take it on a different day, they're gonna, you know, do that. So it's like a lot of coordinating. It's not easy to just go away for 4 days, but if I'm being completely honest, which brings me into my next update, my health. So if you can imagine, my stress is high, but I don't think that's something that's out of the norm or is like completely surprising. I think I do want to work on my stress management, but I really need to work on my stress management, period. There's no but. I just feel like I really could use a vacation and a little break away so I can come back a little bit stronger. By the way, I got this solar wave and it's like this red light and I am obsessed with it. My skin has truly never been better. Don't judge my skin right now just because I just got it threaded. I'm again leaving, so I'm doing all the beauty treatments, but whenever I get my face threaded, I get so irritated and broken out after. So I like to do it, if I have something going on, I like to do it like 2 weeks before because I know I'm gonna break out. But this like really helps with the scarring and the breakouts, and it's amazing. Going back to my health, I forgot where I like kind of left off with you guys, but I've been very sad. I'm not gonna get emotional because we don't really have time for that today. But I went to the doctor's and she was like, your weight has not changed by a pound. Like literally, and I made a TikTok about this if you want to go watch it because it is really interesting. Okay, so let me tell you what's going on. My doctor basically did like a full in-body scan on me. It checked like my body fat, my muscle, my overall body composition, and all of that good stuff. So she did that 6 months ago. And then 6 months later, which was I believe like last month or 2 months ago, we did it again and the numbers were incredible. My weight stayed to the decimal the same, but I lost like 7% body fat and I gained 7% muscle, or like 10% muscle or something like that. Like my numbers just completely flipped, which is incredible. Like, that's so cool, you know? And I was honestly really proud of myself, but my goal is to lose more weight. Like, I am at a place in my weight where I've never been, and I want to not be here anymore. I know your weight doesn't define you. It's the least interesting thing about you, but for someone, it's just my own personal goal. And when I feel like that goal is not being reached because of something that's going on, I want to figure out what's going on, you know? Like, I think there's an issue here. If you can't like lose 1 pound, you know, and you've been trying for 6 months. Being so open with you guys, like truly so open, and I hope that you guys are like not thinking I'm really annoying for talking about this, but it's just real and it's going on in my life and I'm talking about it. But it's also interesting because it's none of my clothes are fitting me differently. It's not like I could really tell that through my clothes. Another thing is just like I've been having other symptoms too. Like, I've been very sad. I got my blood work again 6 months later. Keep in mind, I am now off of birth control. So when I did that blood work before, I had an IUD, now I don't, and I got my blood work again. By the way, I'm using vitamin C, ClearStem. Okay. If you haven't tried ClearStem, you need to. It's so good. I have a code, by the way. I'm not sponsored, but I do have a code if you want a discount. I'll link it down below. So I got my blood work again, now that I'm not on any hormones. And you guys, please explain to me how my body fat dropped 7%, in my bad cholesterol, so your LDL cholesterol, my triglycerides skyrocketed up. Like, how does that make sense? Guys, I've been going through it. As soon as I got that news and was on the phone with my doctor, I lost it. I feel like I do everything right. I feel like I am so consistent in the gym. I work out 6 days a week. I prioritize whole foods. I prioritize nutrition. I live a healthy lifestyle. I've been working with a dietitian for 7 months now. I don't understand. Like, I feel so lost. So I'm gonna give you guys like the tea, because of course, like, I'm just gonna be honest and open. Also, my doctor will never see this, and if you do, then I don't really give a shit. So she kind of just, you know, as she would, since she probably works with patients that, you know, don't take nutrition as seriously as I do. So I understand, okay, if you're seeing these numbers, then like I get where you can make these assumptions, but like, this is the point where I don't feel heard, because I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm asking you what to do, and I'm doing everything that you're saying I should be doing, and then you're saying that I'm not lifting heavy enough in the gym, or I'm not, it's like my diet, and it's just, that is so frustrating and it's so defeating, and it makes me feel so unheard, and it makes me think that I am crazy. If you are going through this, please know that you are not alone, and I am saying that because I feel just so alone. Another thing that was interesting, because you know on blood work how like everything's flagged that you should monitor or watch, was my T3, which is my thyroid. My T3 was flagged, which I brought up to her. I am actually very familiar with thyroid, hypothyroidism. I'm not as familiar with Hashimoto's, but I do know that my family history runs very strong when it comes to any sort of thyroid issues. And I also have a really strong history with autoimmune in my family. And the fact that my thyroid was flagged and was very low brought it to my attention. So I asked, by the way, I'm using the Ilia, I don't know, like a foundation stick, I guess you could say. If I'm being honest, I hate it. I will not get it again. Nothing against Ilia, I just don't like this type of way of applying foundation. Very buildable, which is good. I just think my arm hurts at the end of this. Which is another symptom, joint pain. Both my shoulders feel like completely shot, and yes, I'm lifting heavy dough all day and I'm mixing a lot, and it's probably overuse, but like my hands, my joints, everything just kind of hurts. I'm totally venting, but hear me out. Taking the but the concealer, I'm actually really low, so I need to get more today. So long story long, I basically asked her about my T3, and she said that the number was not low enough to be completely flagged, but we need to keep a strong eye on it. Here's the thing with thyroid. The thyroid panel is really, really large, okay? So let's say I'm sitting at like a 41, okay? If I'm sitting at a 41 and I'm feeling symptoms, but you're also sitting at a 41 and you're not feeling any of these, it doesn't mean that like there's not one number that fits all. It's more of like, oh, where do you need to sit that is gonna make you feel good? And that's what's really, really, really hard about the thyroid, because it's not just like a one size fits all. It's not like you can just take a pill at the same dose as someone like my mom and we can feel great. It's really just where do I sit that's gonna make me feel good. But she didn't seem to think that that was the concern. She thought that it was my diet and my lack of weightlifting. I'm bringing this up not to just like talk poop about my doctor, because I don't think she means unwell. I just think when something's up in our bodies, you need to listen to it. And I know what I'm doing. It's really so important to be your own advocate, because nobody wants you to feel better than you. And I'm literally just saying all of this to say, if you know something's up, stand up for yourself. So now that I got that off my chest, that's been going on with my health. I booked an appointment for an endocrinologist. So I'm just really eager to get down to the bottom of this and just figure this out. So that is the health updates. I am taking these next few weeks and just being nice to myself. I'm just trying to give myself the absolute best self-care I possibly can. I'm trying to speak kindly to myself and to be nice to myself. I'm trying to eat the foods that make me just feel so good. I'm trying to focus on the business because that's something that's making me happy and excited for the future. So I just want to hone in on to that right now. Not every day is great. Not every day is perfect. Today I'm having a pretty low day. I got some work done this morning. I need to make those returns today. So I have to do that. There's a few things I want to pick up before I leave for Mexico City. Time is not my friend. So when I do just have a free moment, it's, you know, I'm gonna do it. So today is the day where I'm just gonna hit the mall. I need some shoes, and I think I need a new pair of shoes because nothing freaking fits me anymore. I'm using the, what is this, Charlotte Tilbury. But I am so excited for Mexico City. I am so excited. Only for 4 days, but I'm gonna be with good company. It's just gonna be like a good vibe, which I can use. I went to Nordstrom's this weekend and I got like these samplers. This one's from YSL Beauty and it's the blush. I'm just putting this like on the apples of my cheek, blending it in with my fingers. Looks so good. I love this. First I need to take my highlighter. I am just a sucker for glow. So the appointments that I booked, because again, this is beauty week, guys, or it's actually like beauty month for me. I decided that. Today, we're gonna have clothes that make me feel confident and good, that fit me. I booked a nail appointment for next week. I booked a hair appointment. I need to get my roots done because they're dark and I always feel better with just like fresh blonde hair. I already got my eyebrows done, my face done. What else? Oh, I'm doing a lymphatic massage. I think that will be so good. Also, my digestion's always so bad when I travel and I do not want that to be an issue. Yeah, I'm just trying to find pockets of time to just, self-care. Mascara, I am using Big Ego. If you want a little tip to just have like very natural eyelashes, but still just kind of, you know, do the thing, just put the mascara like just on the tip and it just enhances them in such a nice way. For lippies, Charlotte Tilbury liner, and then I'm just gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which is the same shade as the lip liner. Gonna throw that on my lippies. I'm gonna take the Laneige and give my lippies a nice little glowy. Okay, let's go get dressed. I'm going to make sure that I have like all the return labels with all of the outfits that I'm returning. This is my fit. I've been really trying to work on my breathing. I'm like talking negatively to myself and being mean to myself, just feeling overwhelmed or stressed or whatever it is. Just taking a deep breath. You guys are probably like, are you okay? I'm fine. Okay, so this is the fit. Let me show you in the mirror. You guys see? You guys can't see. This is the fit. Anthropology for the jeans. This top from Zara. I don't have a bra, and I think it's gonna be okay. I also have no idea what the temperature is. I'm absolutely freezing, like all the time. So I think I'll be okay. I'm just gonna look at these returns because all of this whole pile needs to be returned today. So I'm gonna get a lot of money back on my credit card. so mad at myself when I do this. Does anyone else do that, or is it just me? Supplements. Happy Tuesday. It's not Tuesday. Nope. Happy Wednesday. I don't recognize myself. It is 8:04. Typically I am finished with my workout, having breakfast, showered, ready for the day by this time. We just haven't been flowing that way as of recent, and honestly I don't love it. I love sleeping. I don't love the hour I've been going to bed. I don't know what's been going on. I am never someone that's wired at night ever, but for the past like 2 weeks, I don't know what's been going on, but like everything in my brain just decides to go off at 8 p.m. and it's really hard for me to shut it off. Like yesterday I was just working on everyday eats until midnight last night. So I've been having a really hard time shutting it off, and it's not good. I've been having tea in the mornings. That's been nice. These next few weeks are, I'm not even kidding, beauty weeks. So we need to get to bed 9 o'clock. I'm gonna start taking my Epsom salt baths. I wanna read a book at night, getting off my phone, because that is absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. I need to get off my phone. And I'm saying this to hold myself accountable. It's the hardest part about having a business, because no one cares more about it than you do. And my mom, it's her business too, so you know. Her and I are like, we feed off of each other, and it's not good. I put this superfood honey from Beekeeper's Naturals. And I don't know, I've just been kind of feeling like, I want to say sick, but like kind of, my throat has been scratchy and I just haven't been feeling like amazing. Today is going to be a pretty big baking day. I switched gears, so if you have been following along for a little bit, you know that I actually go into a kitchen. I haven't been loving how the quality of specifically the cookies are coming out. We sell to a few different places in Los Angeles, and I will link where you can find our products down below. We sell into a couple places. Hold on, my tea's ready. Because the inventory has increased, we've had to double where I'm baking. Also, quality control has been not the best, so I ended up just taking matters into my own hands. Yes, it's about 4 times the amount of work, but you gotta keep the quality, so you gotta do what you gotta do. I am now baking out of my apartment, so it's actually kind of a vibe. I've been able to just put on music and really disassociate my home versus like my workspace. Obviously it's in my kitchen, so it's kind of hard to do that, but I'm going to have my tea. I'm gonna have some bone broth. I'm gonna head down there, just do a little 20-minute workout. I also don't know if I said this, but we also are cottage bee certified, so don't feel like, oh my god, like that's so unprofessional for her to be baking out of and selling to, like, we got this apartment, we had an inspector come in, make sure that everything was good, we're up to health codes, and there's like protocols that I have to do in here before baking and selling to other people. So before you jump to any conclusions, just know we are legally able to do that. Okay, low-key, that was a really good workout. I think I worked out for like 20 minutes, and honestly, I broke more of a sweat than I thought. That was really good. I like really impressed myself. Wow. I'm gonna wash my face. I know that you might think that this is disgusting, but I'm gonna be baking all day today. If you don't know, when you bake, it gets so hot in the kitchen, and I'm gonna be sweating. I also really want to go for a walk today, like later on after I'm done baking. Be back on my grind of healthy stuff. I don't think I'm gonna wear any makeup today, but I do want to do my skincare. Let's go make some breakfast. Breakfast is this really fall inspired apple cinnamon. I used to make this all the time when I was a trainer at Equinox. I'm gonna enjoy this. I think I actually have to go to the store before I start baking. There's just some ingredients that I need to pick up. Halfway through baking and I am hungry and I'm gonna stop for lunch. It is 1:30. I don't have much in my fridge, so we're having breakfast for lunch. I just have a piece of sourdough, that with some hummus, cottage cheese, some heirloom tomatoes. I don't know, the really big ones that are so delicious. Topped it with some broccoli sprouts, some olives. I made just a nice egg with some bell peppers, onion, and some egg whites for a little extra protein to just keep me full and satisfied. So it has some healthy fats, proteins, carbs, and fueling me in the middle of my baking day. On top. It's really good though. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to eat this and then get back to it. Okay, it is a few hours later. I just finished up baking, so I'm gonna end it here. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Everything is going to be linked down below. But yeah, see you next time. Bye.